Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Vera Magic Show. Well, today we're here to talk about the Extra Zero Festival, or in other terms, the No Fun Festival. Now, the rules for this festival were very simple. You don't get any extra deck, and these cards are forbidden on top of the normal forbidden list, and these cards are limited on top of the limited list. Now, for the decks that were the loner decks of the format, you had this deck, which is basically Machines Go Burr. You had this deck, which is Floowandereeze, which was the most dominant deck of the format. And you have this deck, which is basically a bad build of Adventure with no other engine to provide backup for it. Now, for the decks that were actually good in the format, as I said, Floowandereeze was a very competent deck. Other than that, there were True Draco adventure variants, as well as other adventure variants that were pretty much dominating as well. Now, for the Floowandereeze variants, you mainly have cards like Baylor, Troll, and Ash to prevent your opponent from making plays. For going first, you have cards like Solemn Judgment, or Scolding, or Warning, whichever you have, to prevent them from starting their own turn. And you have cards like Imperm or Crossout, which works pretty well in this deck, because if you target the one that they summoned, you banish one of your own and prevent them from doing anything, and then comes your turn, you're able to get that same monster back and get it in rotation as well. So it's very good, especially if, say, you normal Eaglin, they activate their field spell and they're getting to summon their own Eaglin. Now, if you banish a second Eaglin with Crossout, you're able to negate their own, but yours already resolved for the turn. So you already get double value out of Crossout. The other deck that I used in this format that was pretty good, even though it had two cards on the Forbidden Limited list, was Endymion. Endymion was absolutely amazing, especially with adventures, because basically Enchantress is a spellcaster which you can use with something like Wonder Wand, and then after that you activate the adventure spells, which basically are like all the counter use you need for Endymions to absolutely pop off. Alright, final deck that was really good in the format was a True Draco adventure, which basically was like every floodgate that was limited on top of True Draco and adventures. If you're going first, you'd mainly use the adventure stuff. If you're going second and breaking a board, you'd use the True Draco stuff. Pretty basic, really. Again, I would add a few more hand traps to this, just to prevent Floowandereeze from popping off. Now, I do have a replay from the event, which was pretty funny, if you ask me, but it showcases that a lot of people that were going into the event, they were not going in to have fun. They were just trying their best to either FTK, self-FTK, or just basically they just want to get the gems and get out of there. Because the thing is, when they were making the ban list, they basically limited every card that puts Floowandereeze in check, effectively making the deck the most prevalent deck of the format. Basically, a lot of people, they would see, if I'm playing Floowandereeze, they would just scoop it up. And this is why I used Floowandereeze in the second half. Like, Endymion carried me through the first half of the event. And I started using True Draco for a little bit, and then I noticed that even I'm scooping when I see Floowandereeze, so I was like, let me try to use this, and people were very much scooping against me immediately. Shout out to the Rowan FTK player, who, even though they were 800 damage short from lethal, they didn't actually quit, even after we absolutely comboed them with Floowandereeze. So, shout out to them. They're actually taking it pretty well. Now, we're basically getting all of our resources back. As you see, we went plus like 900. and then we are refreshing our hand for good measure, and pretty much that's a GG. So overall, my thoughts on the event: play it, get the gems. It's 2200 gems, I believe. You should play it if you care about the game, because that can get you a new deck. Now, I used these gems and I got a Phantom Knight deck, which I will be showcasing on stream next week, so stay tuned for that. And of course, if you're trying to play an event for fun, it's not this one. Probably we'll get more fun events in the future, but this one, just play it for the gems and then get out of there. Alright, so with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry if my voice seems a little bit scuffed. I've had a bit of a cold. Might be COVID, might not. We're not sure yet. I'll get my test results tomorrow, so hopefully it's not. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Till then, stay safe and stay smiling.